Welcome to the Heavy Spoilers Show. I'm your host Paul, aka the Cobra Guy, who this week has showed you how to milk a snake, and we're back with another video on the Karate Kid spin-off. Season 3 debuted roughly this time last week, and it offered a glimmer of hope for the start of 2021 before we inevitably return to the Dark Ages. The series ended on a big cliffhanger, and throughout this video we're going to be breaking down everything we know about Season 4 so far. There will be heavy spoilers here in regards to the events of Season 3, so if you haven't had a chance to check it out, then bye! If that joke hasn't ruined your day, then please click the thumbs up button, and make sure you subscribe for breakdowns like this throughout the week. With that out of the way, thank you for clicking this, now let's get into Cobra Kai. Okay, so people who are worried that the 4th season may be the last, need fear not. The creative team behind this series have recently revealed that they've planned all the way up to Season 6. This isn't the end either, and producer Josh Heald has revealed that, though they have an ending in mind, that it won't be happening anytime soon. Yay, more Cobra Kai videos to milk. Now things are going to ramp up even more, and the series will likely get bigger and better. Heald revealed that they're going to slowly start bringing things together and putting certain aspects in place to ramp up to a crazy finale. When discussing this, the producer said, "We have an endgame in our heads. We've had one for quite some time, and it's not in Season 4. It's well beyond that in our minds. We have seasons worth of story that is necessary to tell before we get to that endgame. That will be a discussion going forward with our new partners at Netflix. Can we write to that endgame? Can we know that it's coming? That's not always the case with television, and we respect that. For now, we're continuing to write at the same speed and with the same path that we set out from the beginning." So, endgame, yeah, Kreese is Thanos confirmed. Now though this isn't strictly Season 4 news, it's clear that they're putting plans in place to build towards it, and as far as 4 is concerned, there are a lot of things to look forward to. The script for the season was actually finished late last year, and filming for the show is due to take place between January and April of this one. Though we don't have a specific release date just yet for the project, due to the seasons mainly being 10 half-hour episodes with little to no CGI, I would imagine that it's actually possible that we get the trailer or the season itself before the end of the year. This was actually teased at by Jon Hurwitz, who stated that it would come out roughly a year after the release of Season 3. Now because of COVID, there will be strict protocols in place for filming the project, and as we've seen with other things such as the Batman, these can lead to shutdowns if broken. However, I have faith that Mr. Miyagi is looking over us all, and that the project will stay on course to give us something to send the year off in style to. Or start next year in style, but you know what I mean. Now as we saw with Season 3, it actually ended up airing a week earlier than planned, so there is potential that they bring things forward if they have the ability to. Now as for the main cast, we do know that all the main players such as Danny, Johnny, Kreese, Sam, Miguel and Johnny will be returning. There's also going to be Dimitri, Hawk, and potentially the return of Terry Silver. At the end of Season 3, it did seem like Kreese was calling him, and though we don't know for definite, I'd put all the silver I have, on him being the big bad. In an interview with Entertainment Weekly, Jon Hurwitz said the following when talking about his return. "At the end of the season, you saw Kreese make a phone call. You could guess who might have been on the other end of that call based off of the photo that he was looking at. But we can't really speak to how Terry Silver would respond to that call, or whoever was on the other end of the line would respond to that call. I think you'll have to see if that character returns. So, bit of a slip there, mate. Bit of a slip letting us know that it was Terry Silver, but I'll let you off, and at the moment, Thomas Ian Griffith hasn't confirmed whether he will be back or not." Now, one of the big omissions in Season 3 was, of course, Aisha. She was pretty much a staple of Season 1 and 2, but the character disappeared faster than Robbie's mullet. Is it a mullet? Not really, but stick with me. It was said that after the fight at the end of Season 2 that she was moved to a private school, and I'm guessing that Stingray must have went with her and got a job as a security guard. Though these absences were felt massively in Season 3, there is a possibility that the character could return, and in an interview with TV Line, Jon Hurwitz said the following. "We love Aisha and we love Nicole Brown. Just because a character doesn't appear for a period of time doesn't mean they have left the universe, that they can't return again. This of course happened in the case of the bullies who were in Season 1, not in 2, and then popped back up for Season 3, so it is possible that Aisha could come back at some point. I just feel bad for her as she lost loads of weight and then got cut. But these Cobra Kai kids, yeah, they show no mercy. Now, speaking of people that lost weight, did anyone notice Danny's son showed up looking like a Gymspiration post at one point in the season? I kind of feel like he might end up getting put as part of the larger roster, and if Danny taught Sam the ways of karate, it makes sense that he would do the same for his own son. Kreese could easily recruit new people too, so the door is definitely open to see new and old faces joining the cast. Kind of feel like because of the Endgame comment that the creative team are going to be going back through all the Karate Kid properties and picking the most recognisable people from that. There's of course many characters from the Karate Kid, Chosen, the next Karate Kid with Hilary Swank, and Ali could even come back for the finale. You really have the opportunity here to dig deep into the lore and bring forth numerous people from the past to stand off against Kreese and Silver. There's also the potential for Mike Barnes' return, and if it's all going to ramp up to be a big Endgame event, it's inevitable that a lot of cast members will come back. Now at the end of the season, we of course saw Johnny and Daniel truly joining forces, and this is something that fans have wanted for a long time. When discussing this moment with TV Line, Josh Hield said, "Giving them this moment was something we've always known was coming, but we're doing it in a way where we've also established who these characters are. They're both very strong-minded in their own philosophies, ideals and pasts. There does appear to be a very distinct battle ahead, a very clear boundary and set of circumstances that have brought them to this moment, but time will tell if history repeats itself and they fall back into old habits again." So even if Johnny and Danny do win, there is a possibility that things split once more and the pair are put back into a sort of civil war scenario before things climax. The key person in all of this has always been Robbie, and a lot of the seasons have been a battle for the soul of the character. When he first came on the scene, he was a bit of a bad boy, but he did turn good after Danny took him under his wing. He started to fall for Sam, and really seemed to be the polar opposite of his old self. However, he viewed her as betraying him for Miguel, and when both Johnny and Danny had a hand in having him arrested, the only thing that made sense was for him to turn back to the dark side. Season 3 culminated in him joining Cobra Kai, and Hurwitz had a lot to say on this matter. Robbie is somebody who has a deep history with Johnny, and he now has a deep history with Daniel. In Season 3, you see him on this roller coaster journey, figuring out how to deal with the aftermath of what happened with Miguel, and figuring out who to trust and who's truly there for him. You see how Season 3 ends, and he's there with Kreese. So in Season 4, we'll have to see. Does he go full Cobra Kai? Does he embrace the quote-unquote dark side in every way? Or do the lessons of his past have an impact as well? So Season 4 certainly has a strong journey for the Robbie character. So yeah, that sounds really good. And for the moment, that's everything we know about the upcoming season. I'll of course keep you informed on what's happening, but in the meantime, I'd love to hear your thoughts on what you want to see. As a thank you for interacting with the video, you'll also be entered into a prize draw where we're giving away 3 copies of The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings 4K box set to our subscribers. All you have to do to be on the chance of winning is like the video, make sure you subscribe with notifications on, and drop a comment below with your thoughts on the season. The winners of last month's competition are on screen right now, so if that's you, then message me on Twitter @HeavySpoilers. If you want something else to watch, then make sure you check out our breakdown of the best Cobra Kai Season 4 theories, which will be linked on screen right now. We give our thoughts on where things could be going, so it's definitely worth checking out if you want something else to watch. With that out of the way, thank you for sitting through the video. I've been Paul, and I'll see you next time. Take care, peace.